Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I will be doing a different thing from what I normally do. It's a 2024 prediction. Obviously Obama can't run again, but a prediction of, I guess, 2020 or 2012 if it were to happen 2024. I don't necessarily mean with Trump becoming a major player in politics or anything like that. Essentially just 2012 with this 2024 map, and if the demographics in 2012 in America were the same as they will be, or are, I guess, or will be in 2024, are right now. I'm starting by labeling all of Obama's safe states. I think New Mexico would probably be safe. He would be able to do well enough with Hispanic and Latino voters, and he's strong enough with oil workers to the point where he's probably going to carry it safe. Romney's safe states, as you can see, have been labeled. So for Obama's likely states, I'm gonna go give him Nevada, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Maine Maine at large, and Virginia. So in Nevada, I mean, like, if we go look at 2012, it was likely for him. I don't necessarily know that there would be a whole lot that has changed since 2012 in a state like Nevada. So I mean, like, it's probably just going to be a very similar result across this entire Rust Belt region. Once again, he carried these all safe. And I mean, like, I just see Romney not being a phenomenal candidate for the working class, obviously, but Obama still being a strong candidate. Being able to really run up the turnout, doing very well with the black vote, and doing strong with the working class. I could see Pennsylvania and Wisconsin being high lean. Those are definitely both possibilities. So it's not as if it's like 8% margins of victory. It's like 5-6 in Pennsylvania, probably 4 or 5 in Wisconsin, maybe 5.5. Probably like 6, maybe 7 in Michigan, and probably like 7, 8, 9 on the high end. Potentially 10, but probably unlikely 10 in Minnesota. In Maine at large, I mean, like, it's a very similar thing. I see Obama being fairly strong for the white rural college educated vote. New Hampshire, similar thing. Probably like D+8, or not necessarily a similar thing in Maine to the Rust Belt. Just he's gonna be better with white rural college educated voters. So I said same as if it was like the same with like the Rust Belt, but Maine and New Hampshire. Not that I intended to be discussing New Hampshire when I said same, but Maine is pretty much just gonna be probably likely those do better with the white rural college educated vote. In New Hampshire, he's strong enough with the white rural college educated vote as well. New Hampshire probably like D+8, Maine at large probably like D+10, D+11. Virginia, Romney's gonna do pretty well in the DC suburbs, so Obama's gonna do really well with the black vote. And I don't see Romney turning out as many voters as Trump was able to in Virginia, and Trump still lost it by a safe margin. Not necessarily, obviously in 2012, Romney's not like an awful candidate for rural voters. Just with these new demographics, and obviously he wasn't really anti-Trump at the time because Trump wasn't like a key player in politics. But I still don't see him being able to turn out the same number of voters as Trump did. And for Romney's likely states, Montana, Kansas, Mississippi, Missouri, Indiana, West Virginia should have been safe, South Carolina, and Alaska. So 49 likely electoral votes for Romney. In Montana, hold up, I'm gonna go close the notification. Notification open, or like I just got like a notification I had to go make it go away. Or not have to make it go away, but it makes it a lot easier for me to see my tabs. In Montana, I mean, like, Romney carried it by a likely margin. It's somewhat, it's probably gonna continue to shift to the left. Narrowly, and it's not like it's like shifting to the left over like a long span of time. But still, it's not exactly as if it would have shifted to the right. It probably wouldn't really have shifted much. Kansas, Romney does not have the same appeal to rural voters. Yes, he did carry it by a fairly safe margin. But in 2020, obviously, with these current demographics and with where America is at in 2020 without Trump and anything that's happened in America, essentially, if the same political environment was in 2012 as it is right now, minus things like Trump becoming a prominent figure in the GOP and um, people in the GOP having to take a pro-Trump or anti-Trump side. I think that if that were to happen, this would probably be Romney would probably do worse. We still, the suburbs are gonna be too blue. Obama's gonna be strong enough in the suburbs. Once again, Romney's not exactly the best candidate that the GOP could run for rural turnout. 2012 he might have been fairly strong for rural turnout, though. Missouri, it was likely it was 1% or single digits, 1% single digits, same thing, right? No, okay, kidding. I think. Um, I would hope I'm kidding. I guess you can have 1% and still be a single digit, but regardless, Missouri, he only carried it by single digits. Obama's he's probably going to be able to not do, Romney, that is not going to do very well with rural farmers, and probably not get a whole lot of turnout from them, whereas Obama has fairly strong appeal to them. He's also going to be able to run it up in St. Louis and Kansas City. Indiana, he's going to be able to run it up in Indianapolis, whereas Romney's not very strong for the rural vote or for the working class vote. Mississippi, Obama's really strong for the black vote. Louisiana, we could see likely. I doubt it, though. But we did see Romney only carry it by 11.5, was it? 11.5%. So that's probably going to be still likely. Romney. South Carolina, once again, Romney's not very strong for the black vote. Obama is very strong for the black vote, but Romney's not very strong for the black vote. And he's also not going to have amazing rural turnout. Yes, he's going to have better rural turnout than if this was as well. I just hit my mic with my mouth, and now I just hit something else. A swinging mic stand that I'm swinging because I'm holding my mic with a bag. I hit a pretzel bag, so yeah. Anyways, in South Carolina, I think that if this were with Trump, I think that Romney would probably lose it by even worse. But before Trump, I don't think he's terrible for rural voters. I still think he's fairly decent. I don't think he's good for the black vote. Obviously, what would he be fairly decent for? I think he's decent enough with the rural voters, but he's still really bad for the black vote. And Obama's strong with the black vote. In Alaska, looking at it, we're going to see more and more Native American voters turning out, which is going to help Obama. But Romney's also pretty weak with the oil worker vote, whereas Obama's... I could see him being strong with it. But Obama is just overall fairly strong for the working class. In fact, I believe it was likely in 2012. For Obama's lean states, he gets Iowa, Nebraska second, Ohio, and Maine second, whereas Romney gets Arizona, which by the way could be likely, Texas, and that is it. Actually, Texas is not lean for Romney. So for Obama in Nevada, Nebraska second. Romney's just gonna probably be overall better in the suburbs, so that's probably gonna be able to narrow it up. Although I could see Obama doing decent, I guess, maybe in Lincoln and Omaha, but I guess the suburbs are kind of what wins it, or seemingly what wins it. Trump carried it in 2016 by what? If we can go look at this, 2.2, and then Biden carried it by 6.6. Let me go close the notification. I just closed the notification. In the suburbs, obviously shifted to the left in 2020. I see Romney being strong or decent, obviously strong in the suburbs, enough to narrow it up. Iowa, Ohio, Maine second. Obama has a lot of appeal to rural voters. He has fairly strong appeal to the working class. Romney does not really have appeal to these demographics. Obama was a fairly strong candidate for a lot of these groups. He'll probably be able to carry all these areas, maybe by narrower margins, but still probably carry them. In Arizona, in 2012, Romney carried by 9.1%. It could be likely. I said that it could be likely. It really depends. I think Obama's decent in the suburbs, and he's fairly strong in the Hispanic and Latino vote. I think it's 4.5 to 7%. So honestly, I probably should be labeling it likely. I'm gonna be nice to Obama and give it to him lean. Give it to Romney lean. For Obama's tilt states, he is Georgia, North Carolina, and Florida, whereas Romney gets Texas, Um, I believe I may be missing something. Or this might just be right. I think I might have missed something, but whatever. This is, I guess, what I've changed my mind to. Unless if I've missed it, and if I haven't, then this is it. So in North Carolina, I mean, like, Romney was able to carry it by 2%, but Obama is very strong for the black vote. He's strong enough with the working class, whereas Romney isn't. Obviously, Romney's going to be able to be decent in the suburbs, but still, it's probably going to narrowly go to about, like, 0.1, 0.2%. Georgia, Romney's not, once again, he's not an amazing candidate for the rural vote. He's going to do pretty bad in Atlanta's diversifying suburbs, and obviously, he's bad in Atlanta. Obama's really strong in Atlanta. He's going to do really well with the black vote. I'll probably carry it by upwards of 1.5, probably more like 0.8 to 1.3. So it could be lean. I'm just going to give it to him. Tilt. Florida. I mean, like, Obama's strong enough for the Hispanic and Latino vote, and the suburbs have shifted enough to the left. If Obama was able to, or actually, I think they shifted to the right in 2020. But I mean, like, he was able to carry Pinellas County like 6 or 7% or something. He is definitely a pretty strong candidate. For a state like Florida, I'm gonna give it to him narrowly. It could easily go to Romney though. This might be the most competitive state. Texas is not gonna be exactly like Florida competitive. I see it probably being like on the line between Till and Lean. Romney just is not. Once again, he's not an amazing candidate for the rural vote. Once again, if this was after Trump, honestly, it'll probably go to Obama. But considering the fact that it was before Trump, and that Romney would have lost like all that rural appeal, he's gonna be able to retain enough rural voters. Obama's gonna do very well though with the Hispanic Latino vote, and Romney's gonna be decent enough in the suburbs. Although once again, Obama's probably still a fairly strong candidate in the suburbs. So it's gonna go to Romney by tilt to lean margin. See, I think it's for a tilt to lean margin. See, I think it's so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment your suggestions down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.